All right, everybody. It is Tuesday. Youth Empowerment is showing up, making magic happen. It's Tell the Truth Tuesday today. We have a guest star. We have Robert Ontivero. He is here making magic happen with us on this fine Tuesday. We hope you all had a wonderful week. So I want to start out with a quote, of course. So something to ponder on, y'all. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift of God, which is why we call it the what? Present. It's a present. It's a gift to us every single day. So enjoy it. Live your best life. Think of something great. Think of your worth and allow that to just manifest inside of your spirit so that you can be great today and you can deposit greatness into this world. That's what we're here doing today at Youth Empowerment. The other thing I wanted to share with y'all is we're getting ready to start a podcast pretty soon. And so we're at the office. We're going round and round and round about the name of this podcast. So we have two suggestions that we're going to throw out there. We want to give it to you all to go ahead and give us some feedback and let us know what you're thinking and how you're thinking and feeling about it. So the first one is Victorious Voices. How are you guys feeling about that? Can I get a high five? Can I get a thumbs up? Can I get an amen? Yes, amen. I love it. The other one that we have is Pumping Out Passion. What? Life transformation comes with passion, if I tell you, for real. But we also want to elevate folks' voices because we know that there's power in that and we all have a voice and we all matter for sure. And so with that being said, I want to welcome to the stage, to the forefronts, to the man that makes all the magic happen, Mr. Arthur Soriano.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Robert Ontiveros. Pumping Out Passion sounds great to me. That's the energy that Robert Ontiveros brings when he comes into any office. A great friend of mine, a mentor, and someone that I value dearly, dearly in my life. I remember when I first got out of corporate shoe, I came out to the community. I started getting involved, doing community work. We ran into each other at one of our homeboys' pad and we shared information. Before you know it, 2 months later, he was connected with myself, a founder of Youth Empowerment. We put a lot of countless hours into youth empowerment. I'm talking about being in the courtroom, the juvenile courtroom, right? For hours and hours and hours, we would come to the courtrooms with no business card, just being present, building relationships with the judges, had no organization put in place, right? Just being there from the heart and the soul for the people. So I appreciate him dearly. He's a great friend of mine. And we also have history from being from the same gang, East San Diego in the past, our history growing up in the early 1990s when there was a lot of activity, right? Something kept us safe. Something was looking out for us, which I believe was God, right? There was many situations, many circumstances where maybe that night that I went away, maybe he would have been with me that night, right? There was a situation that happened to him where that prevented him from being with me that night. If he would have been with me, maybe would have been caught up in the same case, in the same traumatic cycle of violence. Who knows what them routes, them paths would have led to. But he's someone that brings a lot of inspiration, a lot of strength, a lot of energy. And I want to pass it on to Robert Ontiveros, Pumping Out Passion. I want you to tell us a little history of yourself and take us down your journey.
What's up, everybody? It's Rob Dog in the house. Bam! Hold up, I gotta put my sunglasses on just real quick. Shout out. That's what we do. Anyways, I just want to thank you guys for having me. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Arthur. Thank you to the whole entire Youth Empowerment family for having me here. I'm stepping out a little bit of my comfort zone because I really don't do this. You guys know that, but I'm doing it for you, my friend. I'm glad to be here and speaking to everyone, all the audience, and I just hope that everyone gets something out of this. I know you will. So just wanted to start off just taking you on the journey of Rob Dog's life. So Rachel, That's my cue. Boom. Okay. This is where it starts. I hope my sisters and brothers don't get upset at me. But if you could guess who I am, which one is me? Which one do you think there? I'd say the one over to the right over there. I can't point because you guys can't see, but I'm wearing that like maroon shirt right there, all the way over to the right or left hand side. I can't. That's little Rob Dog right there. That's where it all started. Hey,
Look at that face.
right? That's my older sister Helen, my older brother Jimmy, my older brother Julian, and my little sister Angie. Love them. But this is where it started. We don't know where we're going with this. I mean, we don't know what our life is going to be like. You know, this is how we all see each other in the beginning. We have no idea what God has planned for us. And so I just wanted to share with this is where I started as a kid. Rachel, next. Boom. Growing up, look at that old school Pepsi can right there. What's up? Gosh, man, I hope that's not bringing out my age, but okay, we won't go there. This is me and my brother. This is our baseball. I was a big baseball player, all-star player. I'm not going to try to brag about it, but I was an all-star player because I know Rudy's got something to say about that because he was an all-star player himself. Love you, Rudy. So this is me and my brother. This is just me growing up, not even in the gang life. As you can see, this is just typical kid, just, growing up in the neighborhood. So I just wanted to kind of share that. Next, getting a little older. All-Stars, what's up? Sunshine, shout out to Sunshine, because that's where I played. This is the All-Star team, and you can see me. I'm right over to the left side. Let's see. Look, if you notice, you can see I'm wearing some coasters. What's up? What you know about that?
Coasters.
Yeah, it's bringing the age again. So this is my time where I'm juggling gang life, baseball, okay? So as you can see right there, if you can't zoom in, but if you really look, if you look on my knee, I'm throwing up the E, throwing up the gang signs. So, I mean, for people who don't know about that, you wouldn't even notice that, but that was me trying to juggle back and forth, gang life, baseball, gang life, baseball. And so obviously when we go down this journey, you're going to know what life I chose. But, I just, just being here and this baseball, like I was like, man, I was an all-star player going Crawford, Lincoln, had the high schools looking at me, and I didn't chose that route. So next, and I'll tell you what route I chose. That's the route I chose. Getting into the gangs, I had, I couldn't juggle both of them. So I was like, you know what? I just made that decision, said I'm going into the gang life. And it was just something I just, I really didn't care about anything, nothing. I didn't care about hurting people. I didn't care about hurting myself, hurting my own family that I put in danger. There was times that, I wasn't even at the house and I had people doing drive-bys at my house, and not even thinking about it, that I'm putting my family in danger. And I'm so sorry for that. And I know they're listening, and I know they know me. I love you guys. And it's just something that I just was not thinking about. I didn't care about nothing. I really didn't care about life. And so growing up also, with my dad, I love you, Dad. It's not to bash you, but, he was an alcoholic, and, I just going through that. It was a little bit of a struggle. There was some trauma there that I experienced and going through. Didn't want to be at the house. I just wanted to be out in the streets, just run the streets. Because why? Because I could do whatever I wanted to do. So, just, getting mixed up into the gangs and just, like I said, I just didn't care about anything. And I just wanted to do what I do, want to be the baddest person, on the street, in the gang, that lifestyle. So anyways, I don't want to talk too much about that, but go to the next one, Rachel.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, and like, as I'm looking at that picture, man, like I see your yourself. I see Freddie. I see Marcos. I see Jared. I see a lot of individuals that we know. I see some lives that are not present with us today. I see over 80 years of accumulated prison sentence inside the penitentiary. I see a lot of, just looking at that picture, man, makes me reflect of a lot of individuals that we know and we're connected with. And so while you're telling that story, I'm just so connected to it. And I could actually see it better now than I did when I posted it because it has a better reflection. So I just wanted to add that. Thank you.
No, that's good. I'm glad you added because it is. There's a lot of people in there that have changed their lives. They're not mentors, but they changed their lives. They're not into that gang life activity anymore. And there's some of them that are not here as far as passed away, didn't make it. Some of them that are in prison. So, but yeah, that's just another thing when you look at a picture and then you see where they're at in 25 years. Nobody knows. So it's just a journey that we go on. And like Arthur mentioned in the beginning with me and him, that we were here and we made it out. So thank you for sharing, Arthur. Next, it's just a picture of me, just trying to be like hard, whatever. That was my life. That's what I wanted to do. But go to the next. I was just throw it in there. Another one. These pictures, I'm just like, that just came up. It's like, wow, man, like that's me. Like when I see that now, I'm just like, man, dang, that's crazy. Just a transformation, man. I mean, just to knowing me now, like people that I've talked to that didn't even know my background, they would have not even imagined that I was in a gang or I was just a bad person, Anyways, next. Okay, this is where the next phase of my life, I got caught. I got busted. We all get busted eventually. So yeah, I got busted. So here I am. Instead of going to CYA, which again, just blessed, just very unfortunate, very fortunate that I did not go to CYA, but this is one of the CYA commitments, which is Arizona Boys Ranch. This is when I first got there. And did I want to do the program? Nope, I did not want to do their program, man. Their program was just strict, man, like a military kind of sort of. And I was like, man, what is this? Like, you ain't telling me what to do. Like, are you crazy? Man, but anyways, so I ended up doing the program because I was tired of going to the what did they call that, Arthur? Because Arthur was there at one time. What was it?
The pit.
The pit, yeah.
The pit.
My gosh, man, we'd be like in a pit, and you would go down in a big old pit, and we'd be digging from dawn to the sunset. I mean, just it was crazy. I was like, man, I'm a slave or something, man. Like, this is crazy. I've never done this before, but man, I got tired of it, man. I don't know if you got tired of it, Art.
Rob, like this, and they just ended up closing this down not too long ago because they ended up killing a kid. Maybe they ran him to the dirt with physical activity. They wouldn't give you water. It was ran by the military. Their purpose when you first got there was to break you down. They would come, wake you up at 2 a.m, 3 a.m, do raids, make you duck walk. Remember duck walking?
Yeah, I remember the duck walks.
Yeah, duck walks, like 3 blocks away. And like kids would be crying, but at the same time, I guess we were forced to learn some discipline there too, huh?
Yeah, I learned a lot of things, man. So like during that time when I did make the decision to do the program and just because I just wanted to get out of there. When I was doing the program, I actually built a relationship with one of the staff people there, Mr. Martin. Man, he's an awesome person. That's one of my mentors that we talk about, just life in general. And he'd give me some pointers and just motivate me and seeing that he saw more in me. So I basically got on every, they had like sports you could play. I was playing for the basketball team, baseball, football, and I was able to go off campus and stuff like that. But he really motivated me, and man, I wish I could find him. I wish I could find him today, man, just to say thank you, because just those words that you gave me and shared with me and was just there to listen to me meant a lot because I play it back. So he was one of my mentors over there in Arizona Boys Ranch. So I just, man, maybe he might see this or listen to this. I don't know, man, but I'd like to find him because he played a role in my life. Go to the next one, Rach. So this is me prior to this. So basically I got out, Arizona Boys Ranch. I went back to the neighborhood, went back home, San Diego, and, I changed. So I'm like, okay, I'm cool. And started hanging out with the homies and boom, right back into it, getting in trouble again. And Mr. Martin called me and said, hey, what's up? What's going on? How you doing? I said, oh, man, I'm not doing too good, man. I think I'm going to get busted again. I'm not doing good out here. And he's like, you know what? Let me fly you back and let's get you a job down here. And I was like, really? I was like, I kind of was liking the life back, going back to the lifestyle again. I was juggling. Like, man, I wanted to be here or there. So I made the decision, and you'll see that a lot of choices and decisions that I had to make in life, I chose to go back. And this is where he got me. I was a park ranger over at Sabino Canyon in Arizona. So I was working there for a while. And because, I know how to get in trouble, I won't get into details, but I got a little trouble over there. So then he goes, okay, they gave me another chance. He's like, all right, well, come work over here at Arizona Boys Ranch as a security. I was like, what? I was like, okay, all right, I'll go over there and work over there, no problem, And so I ended up going over there, and they were talking to some of the kids, and they shared with who I was, and I did the program there, and I graduated, and here I am now. And so I found myself mentoring kids. They're like 16, I'm like 18. And I'm just like, they just know that I just got out of the program. They don't know all the other stuff, that I did, but I was mentoring them for a while, and it was cool. It was good there. But then I want to go back home. You get homesick. So I went back home, and I don't know which one the next one is. Go to the next, Rachel. Sorry. Oh wait, no, go back to the Arizona. That's gonna get to there. That was a preview. So basically, I went back home, and I got caught up, and that's when me and Arthur connected again after he did his time in Arizona, and we started just running the streets just like we did before. And like he was sharing earlier, he didn't want to say it, but I got shot in my leg, man. I mean, it's okay. All right, it's all good. You can say it. And that night I had left him, but we were like hanging out every day, doing what we do. And so, yeah, I left, and I was like, man, I got to go to the hospital, man. I was like, and he stayed out there, and he got in trouble. He got busted, and he did, his time. And later on, I got busted. And so where there was a time I was looking at life in prison. And so it was crazy. And I just remember like, man, this is, and I ended up running into Arthur in there and over there in South Bay and seeing him. But it was a time in my life I was like, man, this is it. Like, okay, all right, well, cool, man. This is what I'm doing then, And but there was again just very fortunate and blessed that I fought my case and got it to a shorter sentence. And so I ended up getting out and starting a family in Chula Vista. And I have a beautiful daughter, a beautiful son, well, two sons, and my beautiful youngest son. So one's 27. My son is 27. See if I say that right. I think he's turning 27. I don't know. I might get in trouble. And my daughter's 25. And my oldest son is going to be 13. Like he's 12, but he was already claiming he was 13 when he was 12 or 11. I don't know. Teenagers, kids. So I started my life in Chula Vista. And so, man, I got out, and let me tell you, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I got out and I refused. I was like, I know I need to get a job. I need to provide for the family. But I was like, man, I ain't working at McDonald's. I ain't working fast food. I'm not working fast food, period. I was like, nope, not doing it. And guess what? I was working at McDonald's. Bam! I was like right there, just like boom, boom, all kind of pride. You know, I was in drive-thru. How could I take your order? You know what I mean? That was me, you know? And so working at McDonald's, try to go through it pretty fast here. I don't want to take too much.
Well, one thing I want to say too, Rob Dog, is when we had one of our previous guests on, Juan Flores, he was like, "Yeah, Rob Dog, I think he hooked me up with a job at McDonald's."
Yeah,
so not only did you oppose, like, I'm not gonna be working at McDonald's, you brought on the homie, and you're like, "Come on, I got a job for you. We all gonna be running McDonald's."
You know what? Because you got to start somewhere, and it wasn't that I'm better than anything. I just wanted better in life. I wanted to work really hard and better for life. But yeah, I got my boy a job. I was like, come on, man. And but yeah, that didn't work out. He shared that, you know, in his other.
But you know what I want to highlight just real quick, because that's so dope, because a lot of times we go into the recruitment and we go in hard for bringing people into our lifestyle, into that gang lifestyle. And there's so much shame attached to, or the stigma attached to, not wanting to get into the fast food industry. But yet and still, it takes a bold, courageous person to want to get somebody and recruit them for just doing something a little bit different. So just hats off to you, you know, seriously.
Thank you. Yeah, so that goes into where another decision in life, again, that I had to make. And I had worked 2 jobs. I was working one at a Leventon manufacturer, making GFCI, you know, those plugins, dimmers, all kinds of stuff. And then I was working at McDonald's. So what happened is that I had an opportunity to become the store manager at McDonald's. So in order to take that position, then I wouldn't be able to work at this other job that I really wanted. But I was a temp there. So I was going through a temp agency, and they didn't know that I had a felony. So I got put in another situation of choosing, going, what do I want to do? How am I going to do this? Okay. Do I want to be, and not, again, it's not to, when I say this, it's not that I shame that, or I'm better, you know, that I'm better than other people. I just wanted a lot more for my life. So I just wanted a lot, you know, challenge myself as well. So I gave up the position of being the store manager at McDonald's. I said, okay, you know what, I'm going to leave that. I went with the other job. Well, I had to come face to face and tell them, well, I have a felony. You know, I was being honest. Well, that honesty did not get me the job. So there you go. I made a decision and I gave up this for this, and it didn't work out. So I was like, oh my gosh, okay, well, you know, I got to move on. I got to do what I got to do. So there was another mentor in my life, and that was the manager that was there. He was a supervisor. His name is Kurt Henry. Love you, brother. He's also one that I can call a mentor that's been there for me. And he said, you know what, don't worry about it. He goes, you know what, I got a job for you. My wife works over here and at this job, and they'll hire you though. I said, okay. So I go over there, and I'm like, I go in there, they take me in the basement. I'm just like, oh, basement. I'm like, okay. And so I'm in there, and there's all these computers, you know, and I'm just like, what the heck? I'm like, this is a lot. Like, and so anyways, they hired me. And then from there, I just worked my way up. I worked my way up to be VP of operations, over 100 people. I had my own department. And so I was doing it. So go to the next one. During this process, bam, what's up? That's like, man, that's like a motivation picture right there. That's my sister in the background. I hope she don't get mad on that picture. But man, yeah. During this process, during this whole change, I'm gonna keep it real. I was drinking. I was still, you know, trying to function and do things. And I did, but for the most part. But you know what? I was an alcoholic. I was a straight alcoholic. I drank. And as you can see right there, that is, look at the picture. That's an 06. Okay. I'm about 240 pounds. So I just, man, that's just crazy. That's crazy, man. I just,
Wow.
so anyways, I've been sober for 10 years, and man, I feel
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
So much energy. So much energy I feel. You can go to the next, because I got to take that one out. Okay, boom. So as you can see, gosh, I keep on bringing out my age, man. I'm telling you, man. Those are my grandkids. That's my stepdaughter. That's my daughter. And those are my two granddaughters and my grandson. Love them. Love them. And so I hope I'm not getting off here. So anyways, let me let me go back to where basically when I was working, I decided to go off on my own to own my own business. And that was a big step, another decision in life. Well, what do I do? Do I do this? Do I go work for somebody else? Do I try to start my own business? So I went off and had two business partners. And man, this is pretty crazy, man. Because I wasn't. It's my first time being a business owner. I don't know. I don't know any good. I don't know the paperwork. I don't know all that stuff. So I had to go through some growing pains. And man, this was one of the ones that was one of the biggest growing pains. So we built up the business. We're doing good. And I'm on the golf course. I'm a golfer, just in case you guys don't know. And I'm on the golf course, and I get a phone call from the bank saying, basically, you ain't got no business. Like, that's it. It's over. Now, Q, I'm the sole provider for the family. Okay, so I'm just like on the golf course, and I get a phone call. Basically, like, my income, my business is gone, done. I'm just like, I couldn't even breathe. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, really? Is this really happening? I walked off the golf course. I couldn't finish golfing. I was like, man, so it's like, I had to sit down and really think about it. And there was a lot of times I just wanted to, go in the corner and just cry, man. Just ball up in the corner and just cry. Just, man, why me? Why me? And and I felt like that was going to be selfish of me. So I had to provide, I had to do things, I had to make something happen. So instead of going balling up in the corner and crying about it, I did something about it. And I just say, you know what? I need to work harder, and I need to get back on my feet. And now I am back on my feet, and I had to start in the garage again. I started all back in the garage, started it back up. And now I have my business, small business, successful with my business partner that I love very much. He's my best friend. And man, without him, I wouldn't have what I have right now too. So that's something that I had to. It was something I had to go through, man. It wasn't easy, man. It was pretty tough. Getting a business, being successful, and then losing it like that. Boom, gone. It's crazy. Anyhow, so here we are today, and like Arthur mentioned, I'm just living my life, doing what I do, and here he comes, and I see him over at my boys' pad, and he's like, "What's up, man? I was like, "What's up, man? I got something going on." I was like, "All right, what you got going on, man?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to the park, man. I got these kids," and I was like, "All right, that's cool. Yeah, man, that sounds good, man." He goes, "Yeah, you should come down and check it out." And I was like, all right, yeah, man, I'll check it out. I think it took me like a week or something, maybe 2 weeks. And then I went down there, and we were playing basketball, and just saw the kids. And I was just like, I always wanted to give back too. I always wanted to mentor and just help others out, because that's just how it was. It's always been helping others out. And so I saw something, and I was like, man, this is cool. All right. So that was it. The next journey with Arthur. Man, I don't even have a picture here. Let me do this picture. Let me see here. Let me see my boys right here. Hold on. Oh, you can't see it because you got the. Can you see it?
I could see the picture, but not you. Your background.
You can see my background, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. That's the journey of my boys, man. Rudy, Arthur, Junior, Pastor Sandoval. Love you guys, man. anyways, so let me go back up here. So so we started this, and like you mentioned, man, we were in the courts with the kids just every day, and we were always talking, man. Man, our wives, man, would be like, "You guys out there too? We're only gonna be here for an hour." We'd be outside his house. His wife would be like, "Man, you guys done? But we'll be done. We'll be done right now." We sit there and talk for like 6 hours. Like, oh my gosh, it's 1 o'clock, bro. You gotta get in the house, man. I gotta go, man. That's like this. So, but that's what we did, though. We stayed up. We're thinking. We're out in the in the community. Just like, this is who we are. This is what we're gonna do, regardless. With no money or with money, we're this is what we're doing. This was in our in our hearts. And then we ran into Dana Brown. Love you, Dana Brown, another mentor. She brought us along, and she had Youth Voice, and we'd go there. We'd bring our kids there during the week, and then we'd have them on the weekend. So then we got 2 days, so with them, and great program. Love you, Dana. And then we. I want to bring up this one kid, Arthur. Because the things that we do, we're planting seeds, is what we're doing, right? With these kids. And so you got, are we still there? We here?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay.
We just took off the slide.
Let me know on my time too. And so we're sitting in the car, and this is where we believe it pays off. We're sitting in the car, and we're like talking to this kid, one of our kids, and he's like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm only going to the park because you guys went to court for me, man. So that's all. I'm just letting you know, man. I'm just being real." And I was like, me and Art looked at each other. We were like, all right, that's cool. All right, thank you for being real with us, man. That's cool. But it's like, that is something it's all good. We didn't really care. It's like, we just want you to come to the park. We just want you to hang out, do something different, Yeah. And so it's about planting those seeds. And man, we started this journey, and then I don't know. And now we're here in the community, and he's where he's at, doing great. I love it. He's got youth empowerment where he's at. He's built it up successfully, and I'm out in the community, and I'm doing everything and supporting everybody, all the programs out here. There's just so many great programs. And you got Project Aware, you got Reggie, love you, brother. You got Armand with Paving Great Futures, love you guys. Man, I'm probably gonna forget people. They're gonna be like, "Man, you didn't mention me, man." Look, man, I love all you guys, man. You know I do. Oh wait, Pastor Sandoval, he's like community wraparound. Oh man, he'd have been upset if I didn't say that. Oh man. See, I don't be writing down stuff, man. But anyways, I love you guys, man. And this has been like a journey, man. But can you put up my picture, because I want to show my other picture just one last time of my family. Can you do that, Rachel? Did I lose you? You take a break?
She's right here. Oh, okay. That one. Ooh.
So okay. Boom, there's my fiance, my soon-to-be wife right there. Beautiful. Woo! Oh man, let me tell you. Woo! And that's my son. That's my daughter. That's my stepdaughters and my youngest son. I just wanted to show that to you guys. I love them with all my heart, and they're my life. This is what keeps me going. So that's my motivation. And go to the next one. Bam! Oh, yeah, that's it right there. That is the life. That's me. That's what I do. That's me in Lake Tahoe. Sophia, my fiance, took me for my birthday last year. Never been to Lake Tahoe. And we like to hike. That's our thing that we do. And that's up there on top of the mountain. Man, it was just beautiful up there. So peaceful. But that's me. That's my journey. I may skip out a lot of it, but let me tell you, I just want to end with this and just say where I'm at in my life. There was a kid that asked me. He said, "Man," he goes, "if you could do it all over," he goes, "if you could do it all over again, would you?" And I said, "You know what? If it puts me right here with you, working with you and helping you, then I wouldn't change it for a moment. Because everything that I've been through is all in God's way that he wanted to use me as a soldier. And he's using me now and continuing. And I just want to give all the glory to God because I wouldn't be here without him. And I wouldn't have the things that I have without him. So all I need to do is spread the love, baby, because that's what I do. You know what I mean? So I love you guys. Thank you guys for having me here. And that's just a little bit about Rob Dog.
Well, Rob Dog, we're still gonna continue on with this conversation just a little bit, but
Go for it.
something that I always valued from Robert was family, like my craving for a family, right? My craving for the family that I inherited, my craving for a biological family. And so um, in this process of journey of what Robert was talking about, of just being out there in the community, I loved it. There was no strings attached, no structure of nothing, no specific program, no outcomes. Like it was just us and the people, and mostly of people from the neighborhoods that we grew up in, right? Connecting with them. So there was already established relationships. I'm talking about our homeboys' kids, their grandmothers, their aunts, their uncles, that whole dynamic of, and we had no funding. The only funding that we had would pass the hat around, be on Facebook, can you pitch in a little bit, make it happen? Rob Dog would get the school bus. Remember the school bus?
Oh man, I forgot I left all that out, man. But yeah, that was I just add that in there, and everybody knows with the collaboration and with everybody working together, we started Youth Empowerment. I got my friend, give a shout out. I can't JQ, I'll call him JQ. I love you, brother. Because he provided that bus. It was a 52 passenger bus, man. We took him to the water park. We took him paintballing. Man, it was just like it's something that we got from Arizona Boys Ranch. Am I right, Arthur?
You're right. You're
It's
right.
something they shared with us, and we felt like, look, we want them to be kids, something that they're not going to experience at all, ever maybe. I don't know, but we wanted to share that with them, and so we felt that just it brings something else out. Let's allow them to be a kid. It really does. And so, and then also the fishing event. I have a fishing event there I throw for everybody. I got people coming down from North County. You have an organization, nonprofit organization, or you're working with kids, bring it. We'll have it next year. We didn't have it this year, but we'll have it. I'd love to have you guys there. But yeah, that's another thing that that I do, and just again, collaboration. We all work together. Powerful. Let me tell you. Put all the energy aside, put all the egos aside, man. Work together. Man, it's powerful. It's powerful.
Yeah, and like back to our family, right? Like
Yeah.
That's the foundation and rock of everything. And it's been the foundation and rock of like with my mother, even though I had a small knit family, right? Like really not connected to extended family, like her brothers, sisters, dad's side, not really connected. It was just myself and her. But just being able to have that now, I value that. I inherited that from Rob, like communications, right? Like, man, like kids, how's that look? Wife, right? A relationship with her, relationships with building a relationship with your son, stepkids, that whole dynamic, right? Like
I remember those conversations.
Yeah, I had been away for so long that, you know, that's a whole nother different chapter that I didn't fully comprehend or understand. And having a mentor to be there present and communicate that is powerful. And we all
Oh,
need
mentor
mentors.
you? Oh, what's up, bro? Yeah.
And just like Rob Dog explained his journey, he had different mentors step into his life, all walks of life, right? To be there present after he messed up, picked himself back up, messed up, picked himself back up, messed up, right? So that's what mentorship looks like. That kid that he's talking about is that he went back in, went back out, now he's back out, and he reached out. I think you're talking about Chewy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now he's doing excellent, right? He's got a job, he got a car.
Showing up for group, he's doing things.
For group,
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it just clicks in a few years later. For some, it clicks in right away, and for some, it's a process. So yeah, no, it's Robert has a lot of value in what he's talking about, and mentorship works. It's key in all walks of life. So
it's forever, brother. It's a relationship that's forever with those kids. because I get calls from kids from 5 years ago, hey, excited about, hey man, I got this new job, or hey, I just got this car. I mean, those are the things. That's why I do what I do, because that's what I get out of it. That's everything I get out of it, just so I know that that kid made a change. Look, we'll speak on some of the kids like Claudia. Claudia is another one. She was one of those youth, and look at her now. Beautiful family. She has a beautiful family, and she's doing it. She's doing great. You have Chava out there owning his own business. I mean, these are the kids that we worked with, and they're doing what they do. So, but that's something. What we say, Art, was like, you're stuck with us. Like, we ain't going nowhere, and this is us, you know. So, and we're never going to give up on you. We understand that you're going to make some choices, because me as an adult right now, I make choices, and they're not always the right one. But I got to learn from them and grow on it. So I tell the kids, you're going to make mistakes. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Oh my gosh, if you're perfect, let me know that person, man, because I like to get some pointers on that, because ain't nobody perfect in this world. We all make mistakes, but it's about learning from those mistakes. And you can. And if you spread yourselves around people that love you, you will find those answers. So,
yeah. No, thank you, Robert. Thank you for your inspirational narrative and story. And I know definitely I learned a lot today, a lot that I didn't know just hearing your story today, even after all these years of knowing you. So I know definitely someone's going to get something out that message. But what's your message? What's your message? What's your message to the youth, individuals, and families, out to the community? What's your message?
My message is hope and change is possible. It is very possible. You saw my life as I went through my journey. It's been a struggle, and it will be a struggle. It's a change. We're so used to one way, and that is an easy way of that gang life, whatever we were doing in the past. And to be able to make that change, it's huge, and it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge. It's not going to be easy, but let me tell you, the reward at the end is a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. And my message is, I hope that everybody listens to this, is that it's hope, that you can change for the better, but you inside, you have to want to make that change. And let me see, if you're listening to this, and you're feeling in your gut, you're feeling like, man, I feel a little bit of this. I want to change. Brother, sister, change, because that means you want it, but you're just maybe scared. Don't be scared. There's mentors out here. You got Nikki, you got Art, you got Pastor Sam, you got so many people, mom, dad, uncle, all these other people that love you, and use them and make that change, because it is possible. It is possible. I can't say more on it. And I'm just, you can make that change. So, I mean, look at us. What did we say? I think we were on a Zoom meeting, and I was talking about this. There's people that come out here when we were kids. Art, I don't know if you remember this. Used to come, want to pick us up, take us to church, or like try to talk to us as mentors, right? So we'd be like this. We'd be like, yeah, whatever, okay. But guess what? And actually, they planted seeds, and they got through us, because you want to know why? Look at us now. We obviously heard them. So what I'm saying is, for right now, is that just being a mentor is a beautiful thing. So if you're out there and you want to be a mentor, bring it. That's what I say. So when you don't think you're a mentor, you actually are. Your story means something to somebody. So
thank you, Rob. And we definitely, like Rob said, if you're interested in being a mentor, connect with us, message us, let's stay connected, send your email. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of volunteer opportunities with our folks reentering back in the community. So connect with us, and we'll explain the process to you. So Nikki, take it away.
No, I just want to say thank you so much, Robert. And I think the one thing that resonated more than anything is, of course, the whole story resonated, because it just amplifies what your resilience looks like, and so many different obstacles that you've overcome, right? And the challenges that you face. But the one thing that stands out is I remember when I was on the inside, like things, they toss your room, you're getting strip searched, you're everything, every wall you could walk into just by standing still was happening on the inside. And I remember like the staff sponsors would always ask, like, don't you get frustrated? Like, how do you do, what are you doing? How are you doing that? And it's like, I had said the same thing, like, there isn't time to feel sorry for myself. There isn't time to, I didn't have the time. I only had the time to be motivated because why? I wanted to go home, right? And I had to put all of that energy into what going home looked like. And it wasn't, being bummed, being sad, being depressed. I had to get up out of my bed thinking I was going to die in there. And I had to put that energy into, no, I want to go home. And I think that's what we can walk away with is how empowering it is to have us on the screen right now, to listen to your story and just think about that change, right? Putting that time and that investment, like you said, you planted the seed. If you have a little innately thing in your gut that says, man, change kind of looks a little different. It looks a little real. It's intimidating. It's fearful. There's so many different challenges that come with change. However, are you courageous enough to take on that task? And I think by your story right now, it just shows that you are. You are. The minute we believe in ourselves, just a smidge is the minute we start accomplishing mountains, right? Where we don't see it as a mountain that we have to get across. We see it as a mountain we're standing on now. I'm already standing on that mountain because I can see it and I can flourish. I can make that flourish by just having that thought and planting that seed. So I definitely want to thank you for your time, for your powerful, amazing energy, for all that you deposited out into this universe today with this amazing conversation, with sharing your life. And like you said, when you first started out, that's not my thing. I don't public speak. That's not my thing. But yet you came in here courageously and slaughtered it. You shared your life, you shared your vulnerabilities, you shared your family with us and the love that you have with us. So just being completely grateful and humbled by your presence today. Super, super grateful. Love that you brought me that star crack too this morning. Needed that. Thank you. Making me shine, bro. Making me shine. Yes. So with that being said, I think, if we think about what it is that the world is facing just today and all of its challenges and all of its struggles and folks, on the line and on the brink of making decisions, what would be one word that you would just tell people to plant the seed other than hope? Because hope is always our go-to, right? But what would be that one word that you could just, if you had no other word to tell one person that was on the fence and struggling, what would be that one word?
Love.
Cool. What about you, Art?
I have two.
What is it?
Man, that was easy, man. I said love. Like, ooh, that's natural.
Strength to power.
Strength to power. That's 3 words, but I'll give
Yes.
you a pass because you're running the show.
One of mine. Art.
We just gotta cut corners every now and then, man. You know how it goes.
I would say embrace. Embrace your truth. Embrace your strength. Embrace your courage. Embrace your ability to change. Embrace your magnificence. Embrace your awesomeness. Never settle, and just know that there are amazing things on the horizon. And a lot of times they always say the sky is the limit, right? But really, in all actuality, it's not. It's limitless. It's limitless. We have the ability to have limitless things and blessings and abundance in our life. We put that limit, that sky. Let's not. Let's strive higher. Let's be more. Why? Because we have the capacity and the ability to do such. So with that being said, we send massive blessings to everybody that's watching today on this fine Tuesday. Like our page, we will be on the YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook Live. If you want, you can like our page. You can send a donation. We're open for donations. It's Art's birthday this week on Thursday, so we're celebrating his life to the fullest because God blessed us with this amazing man in this world. So thank you so much for joining us. Happy birthday, Arthur. Thank you, Robert. And to all you folks watching, be the best version of yourself and don't ever settle. Blessings.
Peace.
Peace.
Thank you.